Did Napoleon's actions spark German unification? Imagine a time when the map of Central Europe was constantly changing, and the idea of a united Germany was just beginning to take shape. Now, let's see how Napoleon's actions played a part in this big story. When Napoleon Bonaparte started his military campaigns in the early 1800s, he changed everything. In 1806, he dissolved the Holy Roman Empire, which had been around for over 1,000 years. This empire was a loose collection of German-speaking regions, and Napoleon replaced it with the Confederation of the Rhine, a group of German states allied with France. This move ended the old imperial structure and made German rulers rethink their alliances and identities. Napoleon also introduced sweeping reforms in the territories he controlled. He abolished feudal privileges, which kept peasants and common people tied to the land and their lords. He also reduced the power of the church and created the Napoleonic Code, a set of laws that promoted equality and standardized legal procedures. These changes disrupted traditional social hierarchies and showed German leaders the benefits of a more centralized and modern government. These reforms planted seeds for future unification by demonstrating how uniform laws and efficient governance could work across regions. Economically, Napoleon's policies had mixed effects. His continental system aimed to weaken Britain by blocking trade, which hurt some German states dependent on commerce. But at the same time, he removed restrictions on trade within the German regions, encouraging economic integration. This helped break down local barriers and created a more connected economy. Though painful at first, these changes laid the groundwork for economic unity later on. Culturally, Napoleon's dominance sparked a strong sense of shared identity among Germans. The experience of foreign rule and fighting against French occupation united many Germans in their resistance. Writers and thinkers began emphasizing German language and culture as a way to define their nationhood. The battles against Napoleon, especially the victory at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813, became symbols of German strength and unity. But it's important to remember Napoleon did not aim to create a united Germany. His goal was to weaken Austria and Prussia, France's main rivals, and to expand French influence. The Confederation of the Rhine was a satellite of France, not a step toward true German nationhood. The real unification happened much later, in 1871, led by Prussia and Otto von Bismarck. In the big picture, Napoleon's actions acted as a catalyst rather than a direct cause. He destroyed the old order, pushed reforms, and inspired nationalist feelings. These changes created the environment where the idea of a united Germany could grow. The lessons learned during this time influenced later leaders who worked toward unification through diplomacy and war. So, to answer the question directly, Napoleon's actions did not immediately unify Germany, but they set the stage for it by shaking up the political, social, and cultural landscape. His campaigns and reforms made Germans think differently about their identity and their future as a nation. Without his influence, the process of unification might have taken much longer or looked very different.